our practice today is going to be focusing on joy as a form of resistance. Joy is the best resistance. And so when we're in times in our lives where things feel heavy and challenging and untenable, can we cultivate joy in our lives so that the things that are not within our control, that are happening in the bigger picture of things, are not stealing our joy. They're not taking our well-being from us. So we're going to tune into that today. So I invite you to sit well, sit up nice and tall. You can soften your gaze or close your eyes. And feel your sit bones dropping down to the earth, crown of the head rising up towards the sky. And beginning to deepen your breath. And I'd like you to bring your attention to your heart center and feel the breath breathing in and out from your heart. And with each exhale, letting go of the weight that you might be feeling in your heart, at least momentarily, letting it release. And with each inhale, breathing in any awareness of joy. Maybe the sunrise this morning, a hug from a loved one, or with a pet, nourishing food, fresh produce. What is it that you can touch into to feel some joy? And I invite you to bring a smile to your lips. And feel the joys breathing into the heart and the heaviness, burdens in the heart releasing with the exhale. One more breath here, heart connection. Lovely. Keeping this awareness with you, gently opening your eyes, and we're going to move to hands and knees. So feel free to put a blanket underneath your knees if that feels good to you. So hands underneath the shoulders with the fingers spread really wide, knees underneath the hips or a little bit wider. Take an inhale here. Exhale, round the spine, gazing towards the belly button. Pressing up through the back of the heart. Inhale, tilt the pelvis, let the motion slide up the spine, belly drops, head lifts. Exhale, rounding back. Inhale, lifting. Moving with your breath, feeling into the fluidity of your spine as we're just starting to wake up the body. And then coming to a neutral spine, take an inhale here. And as you exhale, bring your right hip and your right ear towards each other. Inhale back to center. Exhale, left ear, left hip. Inhale, center. Exhale, right. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. One more time each side. And then moving from here, rounding up to cat pose, coming over right ear, right hip towards each other, melting down into cow pose, and then rounding over left ear, left hip towards each other, and then coming up cat. So moving around in this sort of circle, and think about the ribs moving in a circle, letting the head and the hips go opposite. Just waking up the spine, feeling how joy can move in all directions and opens up spaces that might be closed or contracted. And let's go back the other way. Wonderful. Coming back to center, curl the toes under and press back to a down dog. Bending one knee deeply and then the other, stretching through the backs of the legs. And from here, pulling forward to a plank pose. And we're going to take some little circles with the hips. And you can drop your knees if you'd like, but keep the hips pulled forward. And it's like micro circles with the hips. We're going to get into that deep core, connecting in that personal power to cultivate joy. Go back the other way with your tiny circles. Beautiful. And then lower your knees if they're lifted. Drop your chest and your chin to the floor, booties in the air. And then scooping forward and press up to whatever version of cobra feels available. Keeping your elbows in against your sides. Take 2 breaths here. And lowering down. Bending your right leg and holding on to your right foot. If you can't reach your foot, you might grab a strap or a towel or a scarf. You can lasso around the foot and just bringing it in, stretching through the quad, and then releasing, doing the other side, left coming in. And then releasing. And then pressing down with the pubic bone. Inhale, lift up head, hands, heart, and legs. 3 breaths here. Feel your joy moving your heart forward. Exhale, lower down. Place your hands. Press back through hands and knees. Bring your knees wide and press back to a child's pose. with your next inhale, pulling forward to hands and knees again. And we're going to extend the right leg and the left arm. If you would like, at least just extend the right leg, choosing your balance challenge of the moment. Feel the belly button draw in. Take an inhale here, lift arm and leg. Exhale, elbow and knee together underneath the body. Inhale, extending out. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale in. One more. Inhale out. Exhale in. Inhale out. And we're going to bend that right knee, reaching back with the hand, opposite hand, and press the foot into the hand, opening up the heart for more joy. Balancing here. Deep breath. Releasing. Hand comes back to the floor. We're going to bring the foot out to the side, rotating so the foot is fully on the floor, the sole of the foot, and then we're going to rock forward and backwards, getting into that inner thigh. Little stretch there. It's going to be a tiny movement. You can make it bigger, move nice and slow. And then coming back to center here, we're going to lift the leg up and over, planting it down on the left side, and then sinking the hips back. So you're going to slide the right leg back. So you're kind of coming into like a bent pigeon pose. Bent pigeon. That's our new pose. We're getting a nice stretch through that hip with your arms moving out to the left side. Inhale, coming back up, and bring the leg around, planting it down on the mat. And let's take some hip circles, moving around from the knees. And go back the other way. And as the weather gets colder, we're going to be even more mindful of the joints, making sure they're nice and warm and lubricated. All right, coming back to center here, we're going to extend the left leg and maybe the right arm if you feel balanced there. So feel your core engaged, belly button pulling in. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pulling in underneath your body, arm and leg, or maybe just leg. Inhale out. Exhale. Inhale out. Exhale. Few more. And then extending out, bend the knee, reach the hand back, and holding on. You can lasso with a strap if you'd like to. And feel the heart opening with joy, the simple joys of your amazing life. And gently release. Here we're going to bring the hand down and the foot comes out to the side, rolling so that the sole of the foot is fully on the floor. And we're going to begin to move back and forth here, opening into the hip, lengthening the inner leg, stretching there. And then coming back to center, we're going to lift the leg up and over, and then sliding it back. We're going to come pigeon-ish, a bent pigeon, leaning pigeon on the side. Nice right hip stretch here. And then coming back up and bring the knee back down to the mat. Move through cat and cow a couple times here. And the next time you come to a cow pose, curling the toes under, pressing back to a down dog. Maybe bending one knee and then the other. Walking out your dog. With your next inhale, lift your right leg to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat. We're going to drop the left knee down, coming to a low lunge. And you might walk that front foot forward a little bit more and let the hips sink forward. Inhale, sweep the arms out and up, gathering all the joy. Exhale, open the arms to cactus arms. Yay! Abundant hearts. Inhale, gathering up. Exhale, open. Maybe looking up one more time, this time with lion's breath. We're going to open. Releasing the things that aren't joyous. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, dropping the hands down, shifting the hips back, lifting right toes up. 3 breaths here, melting head towards me. And with your next inhale, pulling forward, curling the back toes under and press back from here to a down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, pull forward towards a plank pose. You can drop your knees if you'd like. We're going to do those little baby circles with the hips again. So really pulling in through the belly. You might feel some shaking. Go back the other way. Awesome. Drop the knees. The chest drops in between the hands. Booty's in the air. And then scooping forward, pressing up to cobra. Maybe a little higher this time. Exhale, lowering down. And then we're going to bring our arms out above the head. Inhale, lift up right leg and left arm. Exhale, back down. Inhale, lift left leg, right arm. Exhale, down. Right leg, left arm lift. Exhale, down. Left leg, right arm lift. Exhale, down. Now both arms, both legs. Exhale, down. Again, inhale, lift. Exhale, down. Bring the hands underneath the shoulders and press back to a child's pose. Taking a deep inhale here, and then walk the hands over to the right, sinking back through the left hip. Nice stretch through the whole left side body. With your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale here. Take an inhale and exhale. Walk your hands off to the left, sinking back through the right hip, breathing to the expansion of the right side body. And with your next inhale, walk your hands back to center. Exhale here. Inhale, pulling forward to hands and knees. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. Curl the toes under, press back. Down dog. Dropping the heels, melting the heart, moving the sit bones away from each other. With your next inhale, lift your left leg up to the sky. Exhale, bring it through to the top of the mat, dropping right knee to the floor. You might scoot your front foot forward a little bit more so the hips can melt. Inhale, lifting the arms up. Exhale, cactus arms, opening the heart to joy. Inhale, gathering all the blessings amidst the challenges. Exhale, cactus arms, joy. Inhale, lifting up this time, lion's breath, releasing the stagnation, the frustration. Inhale, lifting up. Exhale, touch the mat. Shift the hips back, melting the head towards that left knee. Left toes are in the air. 3 breaths here. With your next inhale, pulling forward, curl the back toes under, and press the back to a down dog. Beautiful. Inhale, pulling forward to your plank, whatever version of plank works for you. You're going to do those little circles, stirring up the deep joy. Going back the other way. Dropping knees, chest, chin. And scooping forward. Lifting into cobra. Drop the shoulders away from the ears. Keep the arms in against the body. 2 breaths here. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, press back through hands and knees to your child's pose. This time, while staying in child's pose, we're going to reach the left arm underneath the right. So we're looking over to the right. Little upper back twist here. And coming back to center, we'll do the other side. So right arm reaches to the left. Coming back to center. Inhale, pulling forward to hands and knees. Exhale, round to cat. Inhale to cow. Exhale, cat. Inhale, cow. And finding a neutral spine here, and we're going to walk the hands back to come up to a high kneeling position. So we're going to do a more grounded version of Yogananda energizing breath. So we usually do this standing. Today we're going to do it kneeling. So Yogananda energizing breath is, we're going to start with the gentle fists, forearms together, and we're going to be like crouching down a little bit, bent down. And we're going to do a double inhale through the nose to come up, arms come out to the side. Feel that heart opening with joy. And then we're going to do double exhale out the mouth to come back to that beginning position. And do 4 rounds. Last one. Nice. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, float the arms out and down. Beautiful. We're going to come forward, curling the toes under and rocking back onto the balls of the feet. Keep the legs pressing in against each other. So we're going to find a little balance here. And connecting down through the feet. Nice gaze, holding your body steady. See if you can lift your hands up to your heart. Squeeze those legs in towards each other. Strong awareness of your midline here. Pressing strongly into your feet. We're going to lift up to the sky. And exhale, float the arms out and down. I'm going to move back a little bit so that we have some space, because we can't do a practice about joy without doing breath of joy. So breath of joy, you're going to imagine a big W in front of you, and you're going to do a 3-part inhale. So no exhales in between. So it's out in the nose, and then we exhale out the mouth. So the big W, we're going to go up the middle of the W, down and out the sides of the W, and then up the center of the W. Those are your 3-part inhales. And then exhale, we're going to come forward, fling the arms back behind you, and then come right back up into the next round of breath of joy. Ready? Here we go. We're going to do 4 rounds. Exhale all your air. Do one more. Yay. Inhale, lifting up, expanding, hold your breath in. Exhale, float the arms out and down, hands to the hips. Let's take some big hip circles. And go back the other way. Great. So we'll come back down to the mat. You can move your blanket out of the way. You're going to lay down and Hug your knees into your chest. And then crossing your right knee over top of your left. And then dropping the legs over to the left. Coming into a twist. 2 letting go breaths here. Making more room for joy. Coming back to center, untwist your legs, go the other way. Maybe you can hook your foot underneath and do that on the other side. And drop your legs all the way over to the right. Stretching out from the left. Taking 2 letting go breaths here. With your next inhale, unwind, come back to center, realign the spine, hug your knees into your chest, let the knees come away from each other, reach through the inside of the knees, grab onto the outside of the feet or the ankles for happy baby pose. You can rock a little side to side here if you'd like. If there's any final poses you would like to find before coming to Shavasana, feel free. Otherwise, stretching out long on your back, setting yourself up well. Perhaps a blanket covering you up or under your knees or your head. Just melting into final relaxation. Feeling the joy that you cultivated through our practice. The antidote to our times. Letting the earth support your tiny weight. Bringing your awareness back to the surface of your body. Begin to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and toes. And as you're ready, bend one knee and then the other, placing your feet on the floor and come to rest over on your right side. Taking a breath here and keeping your eyes closed and your attention internal. Gently press your way up to find a seat. Sitting with your eyes closed, allow these words by Jeanette Encinias to wash over you. This is her poem called Joy. It comes when you least expect it. A moment poured from the sky just for you. It will probably land down the length of your neck or on your shoulders and feel warm like the sun. Your chin will lift, if only for a moment, eyelashes to cheeks, breath calm and rhythmic in your chest. No work to do, nothing to prove. Open this moment. Let it love you. This joy is for for you. Bringing your hands together in front of your heart, pressing your thumbs in to feel your heartbeat, your personal pulse. Take a deep breath of gratitude, sending that gratitude from your heart out to all the cells in your being. May your heart be joyful amidst whatever challenges greet you today. The light within me honors the light within you. Namaste.